Hi, Tim from Fair Play Now. English National Lockdown, Day 18, 22nd November 2020. And it's just been a nice, pleasant, sunny Sunday. Managed to spend a couple of hours outside doing some work and bits and pieces. So that was good. Got some jobs done. And apart from that, just been quite a relaxing, easy day being a Sunday. But I notice in the news that Rishi Sunak has been on promising definitely that the English national lockdown will be ending on the 2nd of December. Although I would say with this government's record, I'll only believe it when I see it kind of thing. But yeah, we're only sort of about 10 days out now. And if they're sort of making positive noises like that, it might be a good sign. But having said that, I honestly think we should have never gone into this lockdown in the first place, because I personally believe that the whole pandemic was fundamentally over in the summer, and that all this stuff we're doing now is totally unnecessary. And I kind of, I don't know what it is. I'm no expert, obviously, in sort of viruses and all the rest of it, but I just kind of had a gut feeling that it was over sort of by, perhaps as early as late May, definitely by August. I just kind of had that feeling, and I'm not the only one who thinks that. There's actually eminent scientists who think that as well, including a guy called Dr. Mike Yeadon. I've actually referenced him in previous videos, various interviews and things that he's done, but all of those have been a bit on the short side, kind of only 10, 15 minute, maybe 20 minute interviews. I've actually come across one that he's done on the James Delingpole podcast, which is best part of 2 hours long, and he just goes really, really deep into what he thinks is going on, why the PCR tests, for instance, are highly inaccurate, why we shouldn't be relying on them, and he also sort of gives some very, very interesting advice and thoughts. One of the ones that he says near the end is that the only reason the pandemic is still around is because Sage says it is, and that we really shouldn't be relying on this group of people who have got all kinds of hidden agendas and vested interests, and in a lot of cases not even a great deal of expertise in virology and epidemics and pandemics. So it's very, very interesting, but also he's really, really good at kind of explaining complicated sort of epidemiology theories in a very, very simple, kind of down-to-earth way. He comes out with a series of metaphors and comparisons, which really makes it easy to understand. So I'll leave a link to this James Delingpole podcast with Dr. Mike Yeadon in the comments below. And it is a little bit slightly out of date. It was about a month ago that this interview was done, but I've seen another interview that Mike Yeadon has done a lot more recently, only about 2 days ago, where he's basically saying the same thing. I'm not going to link to that because I don't know how you link to Facebook sort of videos through a YouTube channel. And also, although this Facebook interview obviously hasn't been banned by Facebook, it has been banned by YouTube. And when you see this bloke, this Mike Yeadon guy, and he's just, as far as I can see, he just looks like a totally straight down the middle, fair, honest, educated and informed guy. So why anyone would be banning his interviews and his videos, heaven only knows. But anyway, it is on Facebook. It's done by, I don't think they're called channels on Facebook, but the channel or whatever is called Unlocked. And so I guess if you do a search on Facebook, Unlocked, Dr. Mike Eden, hopefully you'll find it. Yeah, that interview is about half an hour long. So if you can watch both of them, you're going to be looking at 2.5 hours, but it'll be 2.5 hours very, very well spent, I can tell you. So I'll leave it there for today. So that is day 18 of the English national lockdown. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.